Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills, Bay.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the...
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's
Good Morning Bay.
Good morning, Bay. आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा
Namaskar.
वनकम
Namaskara.
खुशामदी
Assalamu alaikum.
सत श्री अकाल
Meekandriki Vandanamu.
जय स्वामी नारायण
Jai Shri Krishna.
जय जनेन्द्रा
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे या अली मदद.
मौलानी मदद बोलते हुए सारे फीजिए मतलब बोलेंगे नीसा बुला बरजन हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे मैं सिर्फ फालतू बाबा
And of course myself फालतू लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time show. Totally exciting and totally mastani band jane.
Through the budget yakin nahi aata just stay tuned for summertime and we have something exciting coming up Baljan. Oh, speaking of exciting, Faltani, how about I go into the most exciting part of the particular show?
Yeah.
Which is the traffic update, which we give you guys totally saste Baljan raste ka haal lijiye saste mein.
It's time for the Bondi traffic update.
Kahaya. Allo aa gaya. Oh. Allo aa gaya.
It's time for the Bondu traffic update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Alright, good morning to Sri Ajobaji listener. I don't know where you're listening to us from. Probably at your home or your car does not matter to us. And you can actually tune in to us on our Facebook page or our app, or you can actually listen to us live on radio in the Bay Area. But then if you're listening to us, you're listening to us probably on Radio Mirchi 1310 AM and also the 92.9 FM and in the Oakland area for sure, Banjan. And abhi ke liye aapko bol de ki you can go, if you're going to go on the roads, you can tension-free go on the roads right now because not much of airport right now. That's very interesting, right, Faltani?
Yeah.
Whenever we go on air, everything is like, perfectly fine. The roads are clear because people listening to us, they're paying attention to us. Wonderful things what we bring to you guys in the mornings. Maybe the bhajans, maybe the words of wisdom I share with you guys. Or for the matter, the news Faltani shares with you, Baljan. It's going to be interesting anyways. But if you're going to be going on 80 bridge, watch out. Don't open that sail on your car. Don't open the umbrella sitting in the car also for the matter. Or you can keep your top down if possible or up. Don't put it down. So all you got to do is watch out for the high winds on 80. That's it. Nothing else. If you're not going that side, don't even worry about things. Everything is smooth sailing on all the freeways.
Right.
And I tell you, that was the traffic update. Weather-wise, to kya bata Fadhari? This is like the sunny California. Now, suddenly you wonder like why we pay such high taxes for California and all. Because the weather. Check out the blue skies outside of there oh my god, I'm getting messages from people saying, oh my god, nice to hear your voice. Energy, I saw the dig over there. Thank you so much. Yes, but I will not acknowledge that dig anywhere. Yeah, I shifted dig at us anyways, Faltoni. So that Energy, kal mulaqat hogi aapse hamare show pe to ab baat karenge. But then yes, that's our bandhu Energy actually listened to us, tuning to us all the way from Alameda, right? That's where does she live? San Jose, somewhere that side. Very boony. So anyways, but that's good. Now that was a traffic update, but you know what you're going to do, Faltoni, and now we're going to go next segment, which actually is the headlines for you guys. So lijiyega aapke liye pesh hai the news from the US.
Welcome to Radio D Hotties. Here are the news headlines. Republican leaders want a show of unity. Will Donald Trump allow it? Biden's USTR nominee tied to explain a post-Trump trade vision. U.S. senators weigh paring back Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 aid plan. The White House stands by budget pick Neera Tanden as Senate support waivers. Court is set to weigh Republican-backed voting restrictions. More on all this coming up shortly.
More on this coming up shortly for you guys. If you want to catch the in detail, stay tuned because we're going to come to that. Lekin usse pehle Faltoni, do you know what I have for our bandhus?
The beach mein gaane ka kira coming your way, Banjan.
The beach mein gaane ka kira coming up for you guys, and you will love the song I picked today, Faltoni.
What? I always love all our songs, Altu Baba, because we everything on Radio D Hotties is hand picked.
That's true. Yeah. Yesterday we had a very nice song, very long show yesterday. It was all about woe begone. But people who actually think that, sadness, sorrow is like, we don't want it ever. We don't want to be happy forever. It's not possible. You got to have both. You got to have a combination of this and that, Faltoni. You know why? Well, I'll tell you why. Agar dukh nahi to, you never know what happiness is.
Right. True.
I strongly believe the particular thing what Joseph Campbell talked about. You have to recognize good, you got to have bad. Right? So here's a nice song by Jan talking about the fact that why you should worry if at all you're going through a sad time right now.
जब सदा संग रहे ना को फिर दुख को अपनाइए जाए तो दुख ना हो.
Majnun Sultanpuri lyrics by Jan. Yes, on a morning this song is required because yesterday was a very heavy show on the Pap. So this is a nice song in the voice of Mohammad Rafi Saab and music by Lakshmikant Pyarelal.
क्यों सताती है दुख तो अपना साथी है त्राही मनवा दुख की चिंता क्यों खाती है दुख तो अपना साथी है सुख है एक छाँव ढलती आती है जाती है दुख तो अपना साथी है राही मनवा दुख की चिंता क्यों सताती है दुख तो अपना साथी है.
And of course, Banjan, agar aap you give us a call here and share that also if you want. Good morning, we're changing a little bit over here for Banjan. And Faltoni is like, can't imagine this is a song I'm playing for you guys in the morning.
Oh God, nice you're like telling people, dukh to apna saathi hai. What is wrong with you, Altu Baba? Seriously?
प्यार हमारा क्या कम है पग में कांटे लाख सही पर ये सहारा क्या कम है हम राह तेरे कोई अपना तो है हम राह तेरे कोई अपना तो है. सुख है एक छाँव ढलती आती है जाती है दुख तो अपना साथी है राही मनवा दुख.
Faltoni, the message over here is not the fact that you're gonna be. I'm just saying that there's always, if there's life, there's sorrow. And you should accept that part of it. And of course, if you accept it is when you can actually address it, right, Faltoni?
Yeah.
That's what the whole song is.
But the song is clearly like resigning yourself to the fact that dukh to apna saathi hai.
No, it's not.
Happiness comes and goes. Happiness
Again,
is a choice.
Don't use words because semantics actually, it doesn't resign to a fact. It's acceptance. There's a difference between acceptance and resigning, Faltoni.
Okay.
It is saying that yes, happiness comes anyways, but our, sorrow should not be, you should not be scared of sorrow. If sadness comes, accept it is what it says. It's all about acceptance, Faltoni, not resignation. No, it's not resignation. It is saying that, yes, fine, if you're going through a tough time, the love which you have in your heart is what's important. Now, Faltoni is like totally, you can make out she's miffed. She's like a young kid, actually, small baby. Everybody out there is yes, and they're saying, hi, yes, agree with me on Facebook and all, Faltoni. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You got to learn from people like me.
Good morning, Jan. Thank you so much for joining us again this wonderful, terrific Thursday morning. And, of course, let's go into what we have next lined up, Altu Baba.
This is our news in detail, Banjan. Go on, Faltoni. Go take a, what do you call that? Get into our news, which is headlines. Not headlines, actually, detail lines.
Right, absolutely. The next few days will give the Republicans opportunities to stand together on certain issues or fight amongst themselves. First, when the House of Reps votes on the $1.9 trillion coronavirus package on Friday. And again, when Donald Trump retakes the global spotlight in a speech to the party's most conservative members. The Republican leaders in the Senate and House of Reps, Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy, have focused on rallying their caucuses against President Joe Biden's massive bill and away from internal hostility over the Jan 6th Capitol riot and former President Donald Trump's impeachment. But those efforts could prove maintained when Trump speaks to the Conservative Political Action Committee on Sunday and likely wades into party's efforts retake congressional majorities in 2022. In other news, Catherine Tai, President Joe Biden's nominee for U.S. Trade Representative, today will explain to senators her approach to competition with China, rebuilding battered American supply chains and patching up strained ties with U.S. allies. At her confirmation hearing before the Senate Finance Committee, she will also lay out plans for enforcing existing deals and for new ones that treat Americans as workers and wage earners and not just consumers. U.S. senators on Wednesday were eyeing potentially significant cuts to President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill as they awaited a ruling on whether the measure can actually include raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. The Senate parliamentarian was expected to decide soon whether Senator Bernie Sanders' proposed minimum wage increase is allowable under a rule allowing a simple majority of the 100-member Senate to approve the sweeping relief measure instead of the chamber's typical 60-vote majority. The White House has said that it was not prepared to withdraw President Joe Biden's pick for Budget Director Neera Tanden, whose nomination stalled on Wednesday after controversy over tweets that lawmakers. Two Senate committees actually, as we reported yesterday, postponed scheduled meetings to consider her nomination, a clear sign that she was struggling to get the votes to be approved and could thus become the first high-profile Biden nominee to be rejected. But Biden, a Democrat, still stands by Tanden, an Indian American who would be the first woman of color to lead this particular agency. And yesterday, the Supreme Court had a pretty active day, fresh off an election in which former President Donald Trump made false claims of fraud. The U.S. Supreme Court is poised to ponder the legality of a restriction on early voting in Arizona that his fellow Republicans argued was needed to combat fraud. The Republican-backed law, spurred in part by a video purportedly showing voter fraud that courts later deemed misleading, made it a crime to provide another person's completed early ballot to election officials, with the exception of family members or caregivers. So you can get more details on this on MediaMahima.com. Those were the US news headlines.
And that was that's one of the headlines for the news, right?
News,
oh
yeah.
my God, Faltani is
News in
reading the
detail.
script nowadays. Oh my goodness, Faltani,
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write down, let me tell you, I think आपको अगर आप सोच रहे अरे that's interesting today. Generally, Good Morning starts this time, got earlier. I don't know, Banjan. Sometimes things you got to change, right? You can't keep the same thing. If you got to keep it exciting and you got to keep it like people guessing as to what's going to happen next.
Right.
That's what I believe, Faltani.
Right.
And the Gane Akira would play again for you guys, but I just thought, Faltani, we should just go ahead and see what's with the. We talked about what's happening with the local news part of it. How about we go and see what's happening as headlines with our world, for the matter, right?
Right.
And Baljan, here you go. This is the world news for you guys. Coming right up.
Headlines from across the world. Thousands rally in Armenia after the Prime Minister warns of a coup attempt. In Germany's Black Forest, Putin critic Navalny apparently gathered strength and resolve, according to a Reuters special report. Supporters of the Myanmar military coup rampage in Yangon. Libyan Prime Minister designate to propose unified cabinet under UN aegis. More on all this coming up shortly.
Yes, Baljan, all the details coming out now for you guys. Was the second iteration. Faltani, let's have a discussion about this, Faltani. The song which I played today was Rahi Manwa Dukh Ki Chinta Kyun Sadati Hai, Dukh To Apna Sati Hai. Right. So what is the thing? What gave you the impression that it's a resignation of the fact that it is?
Well, it is okay. If you will hear me out with an open mind to anybody, I know Anna ji also said no. It is a hard
By
fact.
saying open mind, she already said that we are close-minded. Okay, fine.
There you go. You just have to interrupt me,
Hey,
Baba.
we're having a debate, Faltani.
No, we're not.
Don't be like Trump right now. Talk in an objective way of talking. Yes, go on.
Okay, so Dukh To Apna Sati Hai. This is resigning yourself to the fact that you're living with grief all. That says, and it says happiness comes and goes, right? But it's not really true. Happiness is a choice. You can live life, a developmentally oriented life, by understanding that you have the opportunity to change perspective about any situation in life. You don't have to mean that dukh to apna sati hai, sukh aata hai. That's not, I don't know, that's my... Mahimati always said happiness choice. So for me, her word is gospel. So,
Very good, Father.
yeah.
When somebody says gospel, they actually
Yeah.
subscribe in something called dogma, Bandhujan.
Okay.
But the point over here, listen to the whole song. "Hi manwa dukh ki chinta kyun satati hai?" दुख की चिंता क्यों सताती है? दुख तो अपना साथी है. Question is, it's not a question of the resigning to the fact that whole life is sorrow. No, it's saying that why do you worry about sorrow? Sorrow comes, sorrow goes. Sorrow is there always. Everybody's life has sorrows, right? You think that, Father, I want to ask you a question. So you're saying that there is a person who has no sorrow in their life?
I don't know, Alto Baba. Everybody has sorrow, yes, maybe, but at the same time, it's not that you have to. Happiness comes and goes. I think happiness and sorrow and all this is Maya.
Oh my God.
It's feelings. It's feelings. And it's up to you how you perceive each and every situation in your life.
Faldrani, it's fine. I totally agree with you. You're right about the fact that with the section where you talked about only thing like, Faldrani is a wonderful debater, Banujan. If you don't know about that, she actually zeroes in one particular thing and she focuses, but she doesn't look at the big picture. That's fine. That's okay. Faldrani, thanks for clarifying it because I'm going to play that song for you guys again. But let's see if you guys also feel the same way as what Faldrani feels.
जब सदा संग रहे ना को फिर दुख को अपनाइए कि जाए तो दुख ना हो राही मनवा दुख की चिंता क्यों बताती है दुख तो अपना साथी है राही मनवा दुख की चिंता क्यों सताती है दुख तो अपना साथी है सुख है एक छोटी आती है जाती है दुख तो अपना साथी है राही मनवा दुख की चिंता क्यों सताती है दुख तो अपना साथी है
And right, Banujan, and let me tell you what it's a beautiful song actually. If you've not heard the song ever before, go check it out. It's actually a movie called Dosti. Faldrani, you remember that movie where
it's
one
beautiful
guy,
songs.
There's a blind guy and there's a, so I thought of this thing in Banujan is because I think everybody has sorrow in life and many people, in fact, I was in a part of a meeting yesterday where actually I saw many people who actually hope and sometimes people actually utilize that as, a mechanism to catalyze it and everything. I kind of felt, look at that thing like, oh my God, how can people commercialize somebody's hope and dreams, That's what I was thinking about. And capitalize, this is like what I'm trying to look for. Capitalize on other people's hopes and dreams and, you know what, I'll try. This is one way you can make money and everything. But the point is, all I can tell you is, Banujan, it's about empathy, having the empathy for the other person. Also having empathy for yourself, very important because it's not all about giving empathy out, also giving empathy for yourself is important there. And hence, whatever comes your way and move on further. Now, there are a little bit of words of wisdom for you guys. Banjan, as you know, we used to give you these wisdom segments coming up. Probably we'll restart those things pretty soon, Banjan. And a new look for Good Morning Bay coming up in a few days. You can always look forward to that thing. But right now, what I'm going to look forward to is going to go to our dear Faldrani and ask her, Faldrani, you talked about the headlines from the world. How about some news in detail about that?
Absolutely. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan condemned what he said was an attempted coup after the army demanded that he quit on Thursday and told a rally of thousands of voters that only the people could decide his future. The army's demand in a written statement plunged the impoverished former Soviet Republic of less than 3 million people into a new political crisis just months after ethnic Armenian forces lost the war and territory to Azerbaijan. Russia, which is traditionally a close ally and has a military base in Armenia, said it was alarmed by the events. Moscow called it a domestic matter that Armenia should resolve peacefully within the constitution. Just over 2 weeks after his poisoning with a military-grade nerve agent in Siberia, Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny began to respond to the words of his wife Yulia and wake from a drug-induced coma as he emerged from what he would later describe as days of appalling hallucinations. He found himself in Berlin's Charité Hospital, where he'd been evacuated for an emergency treatment on August 22nd. He would later recount how he had to be lifted into a chair from his hospital bed and would sit with his mouth open, staring at a single spot on the wall, and in the months that followed, how he withdrew to a remote corner of the Black Forest. So there's this whole detailed report that has come out on Reuters about how his road back to recovery and how that nerve agent that they tried to use to poison him actually took things. Literally, he's come back from the jaws of death. So
well, okay, Balaji, I think one thing I really feel for the guy, right? At the same time, just because he had the money and resources, he was able to do it, come back.
No, not just the money and resources. And he went back to Russia. I mean, that takes gumption. And he has been arrested and he's in jail right now. Yeah, he knew that that's going to happen, but he still went back. See, it takes gumption to stand by and say, no, we don't want this kind of a regime, right? We want we want democracy. I don't know. First, I don't know anything about the guy, much about the guy, but respect, 100%. After going through so much,
anybody standing against Putin, respect for them actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the U.S. president could not stand against him.
What? Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm his best friend.
Well, speaking of standing up against, remember that military coup that happened in Myanmar? Well, supporters of Myanmar's military, some armed with knives and clubs, others firing catapults and throwing stones, attacked opponents of the Feb 1st coup on Thursday as protests against the new junta continued in the country's largest city. Myanmar has been in turmoil since the army seized power and detained civilian government leader Aung San Suu Kyi and much of her party leadership after the military complained of fraud in a November election. Protests and strikes have taken place daily for about 3 weeks, and students had planned out again in the commercial hub Yangon on Thursday, and this is what happened, where it became violent with then clubs and everything.
Wow.
Libya's designated Prime Minister, chosen via a UN-facilitated process last month, will on Thursday propose a unified government to the country's divided parliament as part of a peace plan. The new government is intended to replace Libya's two rival administrations and oversee the run-up to national elections planned for December in a roadmap to end years of chronic chaos and violence. That was some of the news in detail about the world news. Anything that we have with regard to local news, or should I share something?
Wait, I want to start with this particular thing about update on coronavirus.
Right.
I really want to ask you what's the news on that one. But of course, I want to tell everybody out there that, vaccinations are going on. Close to 1.5 million people are getting vaccinated every day. It's a good number. But yes, unfortunately, we have a huge population to cover and everything. If you look at statewide, just focusing on California alone, we've had around a kind of an increase. Remember yesterday I shared with you saying that the data showed that there was a drop in the increase of new cases. Here it is a little bit of a spike in the thing. It's gone up by 1.1%. So we had around 5,500 new cases in a span of 2 days.
Right.
And unfortunately, we've lost around 314 people to the virus, bringing on the average up to the number of deaths. And of course, total coming to close to 50,000 right now.
Well, we're just days away from Johnson & Johnson's one-shot COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah.
From getting authorization. So hopefully, we're going to have 3 different types of vaccines that are out there.
Correct. But I don't know. There's a lot of confusion in terms of the dispersion of vaccinations. A lot of disparity also in terms of how the vaccine is distributed to people of color. There's some data on that as well. We can share that on our news blog, mediamahima.com. But definitely, if at all there's a message from Anthony Fauci saying that if at all you get the option to take the vaccination, take it. That's exactly what I tell people as well. Doesn't matter which vaccination you take, whether it's the Pfizer, Moderna, or for the matter, even if it's JJ. It's coming up pretty soon, right? Well, any news on that? When is it going to be released though?
Well, we don't have the news on when it's going to be released, but definitely we're just days away from authorization according to the FDA because it's meeting all its requirements. A US committee is going to be meeting tomorrow to discuss next steps in making the vaccine available to the public. As more people get vaccinated, a new analysis shows a lack of, like Altibaba said, lack of equity among priority groups in leaving those most vulnerable to COVID-19, like people with specific health issues or in disadvantaged areas without win. The thing that I do want to share, Bandhajan, is that there's some news. The San Francisco Moscone Center vaccination hub is set to reopen as a supply is rising. This is a mass vaccination hub, and this is located at 747 Howard Street and is going to be reopening its doors. Actually, it reopened its doors today as of 8 a.m. The site was shut down for more than a week ago for lack of vaccine supply. Also, there is a news with regard to California actually revamping completely and halting the system of shared vaccine codes after misuse. Apparently, there were people who were misusing this, where appointment access codes were being leaked to people who were not eligible for the shots. So California is revamping the plan to help essential workers and seniors in underserved communities get coronavirus vaccinations after officials learned that this was happening. The move comes as the state, 40 million people, is striving to prioritize vaccinating the most vulnerable, including low-income Latino Black residents who have been disproportionately hit by the pandemic, as well as essential workers.
Well,
you know what is
go on.
disappointing, Altibaba, is that there's nowhere they're talking about people with disabilities.
Correct. And then second thing is, I think there also is the disparity is not only clearly evident with people with disabilities, but also in terms of people with the knowledge, access to healthcare, all those things, Banjan. Of course, within our circle of friends itself, there's a lot of talk about people who want to be anti-vax, people who want to go for JJ as opposed to anything else.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a study I did yesterday about the difference between the JJ vaccination and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and other vaccines.
Yeah.
JJ vaccine is supposed to be different from the Pfizer and Moderna because it doesn't have to be stored in a strict refrigeration or whatever it is. Right. It's not an mRNA vaccine. Saying it actually is different because it uses a harmless, I believe, they say it's a harmless weakened cold virus. A weakened cold virus to catch into the body to trigger the immune system. So it's not the coronavirus, the cold virus to to carry the instructions of how to fight the immune system, and our body is supposed to build it. This was a method they developed while creating a vaccination for Ebola. If you remember a few decades ago. Now the only thing is the testing efficacy is what you got to look at, right? The Johnson & Johnson got to test around 44,000 people, and the efficacy was 75%.
Okay.
As opposed to the other ones, which are 95%. Right?
Yeah, but then it against disease and death, apparently it's 88% effective.
Well, the thing is, the 95% efficacy of the Pfizer Moderna, people should know, is the fact that it was tested on the previous version of the virus, not the mutated variant version. Against the variant version, J&J, which is a South African variant, its efficacy is 55%. So, budget, some kind of support for you guys to build immune systems. That's what you got to do. That's what people are saying that you have to take it anyways. But whichever one you get, just say thank you and take it. That's what I did.
Well, the good news is that teachers and healthcare workers and everybody are going to be vaccinated very soon, Bandhajan.
Nice.
And news for local news, good news actually. Los Gatos, Saratoga district is planning to face in-student return to schools.
Oh, nice.
And also, COVID-19 vaccinations have begun for farm workers, law enforcement, and also educators in San Mateo County already. It is Santa Clara County is supposed to start as of 28th of February. And in some yesterday there was a news that broke, Bandhajan, with regard to Fry's Electronics, the go-to chain where all of us went. Remember, that's closing all of its stores nationwide for good. The company, perhaps even more well known for outlandish themes at some of its stores, from Aztec to Alice in Wonderland kind of themes, in an online posting said that the COVID-19 pandemic had made it impossible for it to continue. Fans immediately Twitter to post images and memories, both good and bad, of Fry's Electronics. In some news from India, Bandhujan, wow, records were broken and achieved in the third test. Team India comprehensively defeated England in the third test in a rare two-day affair to go 2-1 up in the 4-match series. The emphatic victory, India also got to top of the World Test Championship standings, taking a step closer to the finals. The day-night affair at the newly inaugurated stadium in Motera witnessed quite a few landmarks as India completely dominated the visitors on the spin-friendly track. So a total of 30 wickets fell in 2 days, out of which 28 belonged to the spinner. So it was a complete spin win. That is what they're saying. And you can get more details about that on mediamahima.com. India and Pakistan, in some breaking news, have agreed to put an end to all ceasefire violations along the line of control and address each other's core issues as well as concerns, according to a joint military statement on Thursday. The latest agreement was reached after the Director Generals of Military Operations of India and Pakistan held discussions over the established mechanism of hotline contact. Both India and Pakistan have pledged to follow existing mechanisms of this contact and border flag meetings to resolve any unforeseen situation or misunderstanding. And in the interest of achieving mutually beneficial and sustainable peace along the borders, the two DGMOs agreed to address each other's concerns which have propensity to disturb peace and lead to violence. So this is good news that's coming across from the India-Pakistan border. In other news, US President Joe Biden yesterday formally reversed executive orders taken by his predecessor Donald Trump to freeze green card applications and certain types of visas, saying that the action did not advance US interests and actually hurt industries and individuals alike. It harms citizens of the United States, including by preventing certain family members of the US and lawful permanent residents from joining their families here, Biden said in a proclamation revoking the measure. And for those of you who don't know, Trump had actually banned green cards for new immigrants and halted temporary work visas for skilled workers, managers, and au pairs in the H-1B, H-4, H-2B, L-1, and 3 categories, arguing that the move was vital to safeguarding U.S. labor market during the coronavirus outbreak. And that was officially reversed yesterday. And in other news, a suspicious vehicle with gelatin and explosive material inside was found parked near industrialist Mukesh Ambani's house in Mumbai on Thursday evening, according to the vehicle was found on Carmichael Road near Antilla, which is actually Ambani's residence, a police official said. The bomb detection squad reached the spot immediately, he said, and it was not an assembled explosive device. They said, and more further investigation is going on with regard to that.
But it was explosive.
It was.
But it was not assembled, though.
It wasn't completely assembled. More details are
They
awaited.
lost instructions.
Oh, baby. I don't know. Or they were planning to assemble it there. Who knows? But that's all we have time for on this morning's Good Morning Bay, right?
That's
Uncle
it.
Baba?
And of course, Baja, we're going to be telling you we're going to be back live at 5 this evening with a nice, interesting show on the Pam Pam Miljan. You will love it. It's not going to be like what it was yesterday. It was totally woebegone. Sorrowful show. But yeah, Bajan, not worry about it. Let's just say, sorrow hai to kya hua? Accept it.
दुख की चिंता क्यों सताती है, दुख तो अपना साथी है। ताही मनवा दुख चिंता क्यों
Bandhujan, this is your darling Faltu Rani, and let me tell you, Bandhujan, that beautiful tracks.